I'm making this video because I need to get a lot of things off my chest. See, my grandfather, who me and my mother moved out here to Wyoming to take care of, died after being home for 18 months. And the limit, since Medicaid was going to take the house, the limit that he had to live for us to be able to live here was 24 months. So we've been trying to beg them to make an exception, since my parents, my dad, who has a drinking problem, had to leave. Well, he chose to leave, he left us. And I'm disabled, and I use a wheelchair, and I can't live on my own. And my mom is only now able to work because my grandfather is dead. We'll be homeless if they don't let us live here. And as far as it looks right now, we're not going to get to stay here. They said if they had to make exceptions for us, they have to do it for everyone. And the first thing I'm thinking is, where's the problem in that? I mean, you're choosing between money and making someone homeless. Yes, you should make the exception for everyone. I would think that was just a given, that if someone's about to be homeless, you let them keep their house. If you know, it's already paid for. And plus, Medicaid will not be able to get back all the money they spent on my grandfather's care or my grandmother's care by taking this house. It's not worth that much. They'll barely cover anything. So why take it? Because now I'm on Medicaid. I need their help. Should they just be kicking me out because of my grandparents? What am I supposed to do? The trauma of moving here from California was a nightmare. I was in the ER multiple times wanting to attempt suicide. And sometimes I did attempt suicide. It was traumatic to have your whole world just fall apart. And I refuse to go through that again. I have pets I'm not going to get rid of. And this house, it's my home. My grandparents have lived here as long as I've known them. My family's here. My family lives out here. And we don't have enough money to get anywhere else to live, not even to rent. We'd end up homeless on the streets. I mean, my mom have decided that if they aren't going to let us live here, we're going to protest. And we're not going to leave unless they're going to take us to jail. I mean, where else do we have to go? What's wrong is wrong. And it's wrong to kick people out on the streets like that. I will do whatever it takes to keep this house. They will have to drag me, literally kicking and screaming, to jail. And jail would actually be a blessing, because at least there'd be a roof over my head. I'm going to call the governor, so is my mom, and we're going to get as many people as we can to call. And we're going to make sure they never hear the end of us. I was just starting to learn to like living in Wyoming, and now all I can think again is how much I hate its government. How selfish and greedy it is. And that the new governor is just as greedy, so we're still screwed. how much I wish I could go back to California. How this wouldn't have happened in California. I know me talking about this doesn't really change anything. I'm just kind of on the verge of tears. I can't go through the trauma of losing everything again. I can't, and I won't. If I have to find some place that'll help me with assisted suicide, I will. Because I'm not going through that again. My mind cannot handle it again. And I really hope the government of Wyoming is seeing this. And they know what a horrible thing they're doing right now. Not that I think they care, because I don't think they have any hearts to begin with. Wyoming actually has a lot of homeless people. And for a state with the least amount of people in the entire country of the U.S., that shouldn't be happening. They should have the least number of homeless people. But there's homeless people everywhere. This is also one of the cheapest places to live. But there's a lot of people like myself who wouldn't be able to afford it. How come nobody, everyone's always protesting about the homelessness in California. Let me tell you something. At least in California, there's a reason. There are tons of people, not enough money, but at least they try. They've built housing for the homeless. They're doing it all the time. What's Wyoming doing? Nothing. Zip. Nada. If anything, people should be complaining about this place and places like it, who have the money, have a low population, and aren't using it. I mean, where's all this money going? Guess that's all I gotta say.